Hello, things. Hi, it's going good. Haven't quite kicked the migraine, but we're making progress. How are you guys doing? Hi. Hello. No sexy Pikmin today, because since I had to cancel a stream, had to fuck with the schedule a little bit. And like, some days you're just not up for design work. I'm up for talking about it, but not doing it at the moment. Hi, I'm doing good.
Fun fact, Reb, the Warframe director, apparently started playing Limbus Company recently, so there might be an extra person telling you to play it soon.
Oh god, no, please no. I'm already annoyed by the 2 people telling me to play it. Thank you for the super.
Hey Lily, what do you think about Marathon's drinkable cheeseburger ration?
They're what? Ew! No, you cannot drink a cheeseburger. That's what I think. Gag. I'm surprised that Marathon has a lot of fan art. Oh, it does. Is Marathon out yet? Meow. No, I've been drinking water. I've been drinking water. I've been drinking gsupps. I've been drinking tea. I've been drinking juice. Drinkable cheeseburger sounds foul. Has a lot of art. Well, there you go. I think they took the criticism to heart. We'll see. I hope so. I do hope so. I know that the online play numbers are great. For Marathon, believe it or not, that's not a giant issue. Marathon is a premium shooter, right? Marathon actually costs money to play. So the thing that matters more to them is how many copies sold. Unlike Highguard, which being free to play immediately put a foot in the grave, Marathon actually is a premium product. So if it's selling copies, it doesn't matter. I've seen people say that it's pretty good. It is Bungie, you know. It's an extraction shooter. I don't think it needs to be PvP. Not exactly, no. Like if they have campaigns, then that's enough. I'm doing good, thank you. It's actually solid for my heart's bar. Yeah, I think a lot of people want it to fail because we're sick of the live service stuff and because of the controversy that they had last year, but I do genuinely think that Bungie probably took that criticism to heart. Peak so far has been 88,000 on Steam so far in the last day, so it seems fine. It's fine.
Upgraded my PS5 to 4 terabytes.
That's a lot of storage, damn. Thank you for the super. Yeah, these are the Destiny devs, the Halo people. Like, they know how to make good shooters. Bungie sucks at everything but making fun games, so they'll be fine. Yeah, and again, if the game is selling copies, they're good. Other reviews I've seen tell a different story, but like, can I say something and people won't get mad? People are really biased against Marathon. And the hate train sells a lot, gets a lot of views, gets a lot of clicks. So there are people who are incentivized into being on the negative side of things. I like reviewers that are honest about it. If it has issues, that's fine. But I know that a lot of people right now are like hating on Marathon because it's like the popular thing to hate. Yeah. Sunday stream is Marvel Rivals.
R.I.P. in peace, Highguard. Least you weren't Concord.
At least it wasn't Concord, but it didn't last much longer than Concord did, honestly. Thank you for the super. Sinister Penguin, thanks so much for the sub. Like, the game can obviously have issues, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be terrible. Oh, the dog is here. Hi, honey, go away.
It can be both. People want good games but also have skepticism when it comes to studios. I say cautious optimism or trust but verify.
Yeah, like, I would say cautious optimism. I'm not a shooty game person. You guys know this about me. But, like, if the game is doing good, then the game is doing good, you know? The thing I'm here to, like, look at is the character designs, because that's kind of my jam. But when it comes to, like, shooty games, I'm not that well-versed. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that creature being an absolute menace to society? Dude, leave me alone. There is no mental illness here. Go away. She's not near the microphone at all. She's trying to get on my lap, but she's not. Do you sense a disturbance in the force? She's very, very loud, yes. There's no melt that does just go away. It's such a bold-faced life. I'm trying my best!
Bro, I had a day at work. I need entertainment, please.
That's what I'm here for. Thanks so much for the sub, QB stand. Notice me, mother. Yeah, basically. Hi, creature.
Personally, I've been loving the game so far. I love the art direction and the difficulty of the game. Hate sells and very well, sadly.
Yeah, like, hate gets a lot of clicks. That's been, like, the meta lately, is finding something that everybody dislikes and just fucking beating that horse to death. Like, I'm not saying it's good, I haven't played it, I don't know, but it cannot be as horrid as people are making it out to be. It feels like people just want, like, another failure. Another high guard immediately.
Curious if we'll ever get modern 4 designs from this game in the future. They've already got the compilers/SBHT. Enjoy the character review.
Thank you. And, like, since the artist controversy last year, they just really wanted to fail. So I don't think this one's gonna turn into Concord 3, because, again, it's also a premium product. You have to pay to play the game. So if they sell copies, they could make their money back. I don't know how much they spent on making Marathon, but I'm confident they could make that money back if the game does well. The YouTube algorithm seems to prefer people making videos about how much they hate things. Oh, dude, no. Every space on the internet. Twitter, hate grift everywhere. YouTube, hate grift everywhere. Instagram's trying to scare the shit out of people everywhere. It's so dire. It's so sad. There's, like, no positivity on the internet anymore. Hi. Ugh. Oh, Daddy, no. The dog is here to say hello to you. Wisdom.
I do not see Marathon becoming Concord 3.
No, I
Koalas
don't.
And Hunters Gathering, however.
Yeah, that one's not gonna do great. We have wisdom. Give me the wisdom.
Concord costed money too low.
It did, but that one did not last at all. Thank you. And thanks, Metal, thanks so much for the membership. Fun fact, Marathon is about 6 timeline strength of the original trilogy. Oh. You're so cute. She had a lot to say.
If you like X shooters and like Destiny's gunplay, then it's serviceable. But it doesn't do anything new in the genre aside from the hero shooter aspect.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shooty game. It's not like, at least they're not like High Guard, who are claiming to have reinvented the genre and then gave us the most generic shit imaginable, you know? Thank you. Speaking of price, base game $40 in this year. Yeah, I mean, I actually commend them for that. $40 is actually a perfect price for a game like that. What game? No, Concord. Marathon. I think that the toxic positivity some game journalists give these kinds of games make people want to have the game fail just because they hate these journalists. Dude, game journalists, like, somehow I feel like they barely play games. Does that make sense? Hi. Because they don't. Yeah, like, I feel like they barely play games, and then they get, like, confused when people don't like them. I genuinely think that, like, if you're gonna be a game journalist, you fucking get your review copy and you know life that bullshit. Like, there are good game journalists out there, but for the most part, they're kind of reviled.
Be me, play 4 hours straight in Shin Megami 5, random encounter, get one-shotted, did not save, mdone.mp3. Remember folks, save often.
Wait, Shin Megami doesn't autosave? I feel like autosave is like a feature most games should have nowadays. Thanks so much for the super.
I pay a lot of money for you to see the marathon lore videos.
They have lore videos? Interesting. Oh wait, there's a super that I missed. Hey there, Lily, I really missed the Endless streams you did. Will you consider returning to your playing again? Not currently, no. Like, gachas are such a time sink, and I really don't like the direction the writing went in for Zenless after 1.0 finished, so... Like, maybe character reviews, but I don't know if I would be playing the game on stream. Yeah, wasn't Marathon a super old game before this? Most people want Marathon to fail because they want Bungie to die so that Destiny goes to another developer. I think it's gonna be very, very unlikely that Bungie is going to die if Destiny's still making money. Yeah.
Marathon lore has been building since 1995.
Did they actually use any of this for this game? Chunky Poppy. Thank you for the super. No, maybe? The icon? I heard that tail slap. And no, it was like a tummy slap. My dog doesn't have a tail, it's a Frenchie. Hey, Chunky. Are you slapping the dog's side? Yes.
I need some advice. Currently having issues with some friends. Telling me I've changed, that this isn't me, and I shouldn't be like this. They keep telling me I've gone downhill ever since I got this cursed necklace. But I think they just want it for themselves.
Listen to the necklace! Don't go back!
We're here for the cheeks, I mean character designs.
If there's any cheeks, I will see them. But I'm mainly interested to see where they took the character designs because the art direction for Marathon is interesting. Yeah, thank you. You're still being noisy. You're still being noisy. Yeah, is it a Sonic True medallion? If that's the case, take it off and throw it into a river. But, like, if it's not, listen to the necklace. Likey. What a puppy. If she's, like, demanding attention, okay.
People don't realize just how much money a company needs to lose for them to go bankrupt.
A lot. A lot, okay? Like, the reason why most studios go for layoffs first, because that's a quick way to inject money back into investors. But to actually shut down a company, there needs to be significant losses. Like, significant. Are you sure your dog isn't running cat firmware? I've never known. Also, I've been looking at Warframe modding guides because, like, I need to fucking get that shit under control. I get it more. Bit by bit, we're getting there. I finally know what the fucking Orkin puzzle pieces do.
Wizard 101 character review when Lily.
I don't know what that is, but thank you. I wonder if we'll get a Catwoman Sombra skin. It would fit her. Thank you. I'm so glad I have like 200 gifted Forma because like I didn't even know what they were for. Now I do. Westop, thanks so much for the membership on YouTube. Forma's a drug. Forma, the eternal farm. I have a lot.
You can never have enough Forma.
Apparently, but thankfully I have a good starting amount. Thank you for the super. Are you eventually gonna play the new Leon game? You mean Resident Evil 9? I want to, yeah. But people are saying that I should probably play 2 first, like the remake, which I'm not opposed to it at all. I saw a little bit of gameplay that the Scary Game Squad did a while back.
Now for your next assignment, figure out how to survive going to Arby's.
We don't have Arby's in Spain, but thank you for the super. Yeah, as connecting stuff. Yeah, like I saw a bit of gameplay thanks to like the Scary Game Squad, but I've never like actually gone through the whole game. I've never played it myself.
Here since Ogmasticon.
Thank you. Definitely play RE2 first. I would like look if I survived Silent Hill 2. That game is infinitely one of the scariest things I've ever played. So I think I can handle Resident Evil.
Once you fall down the Forma rabbit hole, you never get out. Crafting Forma every day, desperately hoping for Omniforma drops in content, endlessly leveling gear.
I mean, isn't that why the point of Warframe? Just keep going forever? Silent Hill is scarier than Resident Evil. Yeah! Creature, I swear to God, no, go away! I'm gonna have to take you downstairs. Go, settle down. I would also get to see baby Leon, yeah.
Arby's. They have the meats.
I prefer Wendy's. Thank you for the super. And Claire, isn't that the one Mr. X is in?
Lily, have you ever heard of Corpse Party? That could be fun for you to play. Wahaha.
Oh, absolutely not. I know exactly what Corpse Party is. I read the manga. Thank you. Yeah, like I read most of the manga for Corpse Party. It started good, then Japan happened. Yup.
The Warhammer 40k lore video. I highly recommend watching The Entire Life of Batman or Spider-Man by Alex Lennon.
I'll think about it. Thanks so much for the super.
Ma'am, this is a Lily's.
Indeed it is. This is the Pink Thing stream. Welcome, and thanks so much for the super. Yeah, like, Corpse Party is just a lot of shock value, so I don't really think it's worth it on the horror side of things. I would rather, like, play RE2 and then play Requiem. Yeah, because I've mentioned that I want to play Requiem, but a lot of people have said to play 2 first, so maybe I'm gonna have to play 2 first. Thankfully, I never really play the new games on release anyway, so I'm not gonna be missing out on much. But I need to know, though, because this depends a lot. If the reason people want me to play 2 is because some tiny cameo or something insignificant, then I don't give a shit and I'm picking up Requiem. But if it's actually story significant that I should go back to it because there's actual good tie-ins that I need to know, then yes, I will play it. But I never trust my chat on these things, so I'm gonna have to ask an expert. No, it's actually pretty big. I'm suspicious. It is story significant. It's not insignificant. Like, yeah, if it's something that's, like, actually pretty important, then yes, I'll consider it.
RE9 has constant references to older games.
I mean, a lot of games do, and you still don't need to play the whole franchise for it. Thank you. Nowadays, games are made so you can play them without going through the full franchise.
Hello, Suspicious.
Hello, Suspicious, I'm Dad. Thanks so much for the super.
Have you ever played Code Vein? I think you'd really like a lot of the character designs in it.
I want to try out the first one, because I heard the second one wasn't that great, but the first one I hear is really fun. A good amount of Resident Evil 9 is dedicated to Resident Evil 2, so it's not a small bit. Like, from what I've been hearing, is that Code Vein was great at a time that there was not a lot of Souls-likes. But now that there's so many Souls-likes and the genre has been, like, mastered, it's just not that good in comparison to others.
Mojito is Frankenstein's twink.
Is that the fucker from Jujutsu Kaisen? I hate that character with a burning passion. So annoying. Like, I don't need Easter eggs, though, or callbacks for RE9. I need actual fucking story connections or no dice. I'm actually so upset that Kobe has nothing to like, bro, fuck you. Just buy it anyway.
M2. M.
If you want it. I'm not gonna.
Infinity fan here. Ready to scream at the cloud.
Hey, baby. Oh, yeah, Lies of P blew every other Souls-like I've ever played out of the water. No, there's actual collections between 2 or 9. If you play RE2 and Requiem, you're gonna go like, oh, instead of what? Yeah, okay, that's the main thing.
Is the Cyclops creature on top the chat box a plushie available for purchase?
Not currently, but I'm working with Noir to make the purple version available. Not sure when, though. I have a lot of merch stuff that I need to keep going back to planning. It's been a really busy year. But thank you so much for the super. That's super generous.
By the way, Lily, are you looking forward to Danganronpa 2 too? Kuma harder?
Not really, no.
Rinrin 38 noted.
I didn't even know that they were making another one. Yeah, the OG was in pink, but we want to make a purple version. Basically, it's people saying to play it so you get the, oh, that's where that thing's from reference. That's all I'm getting from it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do my own research. I don't trust my chat at all. They're apparently making DR2 with new scenarios. Oh, they're gonna ruin it. Meow. Play 2, 4, 9. Skip 6 even though Leon is in it. I played 4. Marathon has to sell like 7 million copies just to break even. They probably could. Just give them time. If the game is solid and they keep updating it and patching out issues, then they'll do fine. Can the first one be a little smaller? No! I actually have like a conga line of the plushie up here in the office. No, I like the size that we did the Necromorph in. I think it's pretty solid. Found your Warframe videos and that is, realized you also draw Doujin, making fun of both. Thank you! I don't know, is the shit that I do technically Doujin? I don't think so. It is comics, though. A type. Any progress on that Lotus Rule 34 work? I've never promised Lotus Rule 34. Sometimes people hallucinate that I'm gonna do things. No, I can't work with Warframe yet. Gotta catch up.
I think it's just to get you the full experience of Leon's journey. 2, 4, a little bit of 6, and 9 provide a good experience of Leon's story.
I'm mostly in it to see like what new thing that they do though, but we'll see. Thanks so much for the super. It would technically be a Doujin. I think that Doujins have really specific rules that they have to go with, though, and I don't do any of that shit. I'm not expecting Rev to DM me on Twitter to do Lotus Smut. I'm more convinced Rev is gonna ask me for, like, fucking smut of her wool with Emmett Silk than fucking Warframe. Which I would do, happily, honestly, if she asked. Yeah. I can see Rev doing that. Rev is really funny, okay? I think she would. Bunch of rat women. We are not rat women! We appreciate rat men! Get it together!
The day you draw Warframe will be the day I am blessed.
Thank you!
If anything, watch a playthrough of 2. If no Leon and the tone of RE, you will be fine with 9.
I've seen some of 2, just not all of it. Alright, today we're gonna talk about the marathon characters. The new frame, I'll probably review it when it comes out. Marathon shells are like basically Warframes but made of silk. I'm excited to see them. There's not that many, there's like 7.
Also, can you please explain what the hell sexy Pikmin is?
I can't explain it if we're not doing it today. Next time! I like to keep the intrigue alive, chat. New frame's on the 25th. Oh, really? That soon? Oh, I have a lot of grinding to do. Get cooked, chat. Spanish! Yeah, the explanation is trust the process. Wait, is Marathon out? I thought it was just a beta test. No, Marathon is out. It's either you like or you hate the designs. I like them. I want to see them because, like, again, you guys know that I'm pretty objective about this stuff. You can actually get the new frame pretty early, too, because you completed Chain of Harrow. Yeah, but if the main quest for that frame is something that I can't understand until I catch up, then I need to catch up. If you're a Robofucker, you might like them. I like what the marathon ones? I mean, I am. The Warframe devs made us have to go through the whole story to get the new frame, which is good, which is good. It's fully out, the reviews are mixed, and the battle pass exploitative as hell. Like, again, I think the thing is that the reviews are mixed. Like, that's the thing, right? The reviews are very mixed. Like, the thing with Marathon for me is because I'm going in a completely neutral state of mind, because a lot of people wanted to fail. So, I don't really know what to trust out there. When it comes to character design, though, I'm usually a decently good judge of character, so I'm going in like, the best faith possible.
How do you feel about drawing Tia Itakemi? Best girl.
Ooh. Oh, you mean Tai from Persona 5? Oh, I love her. She's a great character. Super sexy. I don't know why the TTS butchered that, but thank you. Yeah. Of, like, all the confidence that you can have in, like, Persona 5, I think Tai is my favorite. The grifters were so weird. About what? Marathon? Grifters are weird overall. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of people out there who's, like, super bad faithing and wanted to hate on the thing because of, like, the controversy last year, but, like, we have to, like, learn to let that shit go, and if you're really interested in something, you should not care what other people think about it. Just enjoy yourself, honestly. Within reason, don't be delusional. Nobody wants to be a Disney adult, but, like, if you like something, you like that thing. And you go in good faith, and if it's bad, it's bad. But at least make your own judgment about it. And, like, it's fine to not like it. It's just weird to be that invested in its failure. Like, I don't know. For me, it's just very, very strange to be that invested in something failing and, like, making content about it. Just like, what's it to you if it fails? Who cares? Like, life goes on. Maybe I could do Mortal Kombat if I don't have to see people's spines getting punched out of their throats, because I will throw up. What was the controversy? Plagiarized artwork, but I think that they squared things with the artist. People need lives outside the series of twos. Seriously, go outside! People, please go outside! Leave the house. Go outside, talk to people. I swear to God, so many of these issues could be avoided if people were fucking actually socialized like normal human beings and not internet dweller worms. And they actually left their fucking house for like 2 minutes. Yeah, COVID definitely didn't help, but like, COVID isn't a thing anymore. We can go outside. Would you love me if I was an internet worm? Yes. And like, this is coming from someone that spends a lot of time online because it's part of my job. Like, I do think it's still important to go out.
If I go outside, I will miss the live stream. Lol.
You can take your phone with you. I just mean to go out once a day. You don't need to be out all the time, but like, go outside and interact with other people that aren't in a computer. I promise you, your world view will shift drastically. Thank you for the super.
Some of the color schemes on Marathon are activating my motion sickness. It's so weird.
Oh no, I hope that doesn't happen to me. Thank you for the super. The characters look like mannequins. I think that might be part of the art style. COVID wore out the worst internet dwellers and it never went back in. The thing is that COVID made a lot of people very, very comfortable with being isolated, and that's not a good thing. When you're isolated, especially people who were isolated in their critical years, like very, very young people or people who were like in college and shit, that's the time of your life where you need to form human connections and go outside and make friends and shit. That's when you really learn to socialize, especially if you're really young. And if you don't have that, those formative years are missing, then yeah, no shit, you're gonna have a hard time like talking to people outside of the internet. Yeah, COVID fucked with everybody. I was perfectly fine because I was already working from home, but like my family wanted to kill each other. You lock 2 extroverts and 1 introvert in a house and see what happens. Like, my dad was about ready to pull my sister's hair out. Is this from self-experience? Not really, no. I was completely fine during COVID. I had close friends and a roommate at the time, so I had people to hang out with. But like, being locked in the same place as someone else, like my family was, yeah, it's gonna fuck with your mentals a little bit. I loved COVID because it was the same routine but socially justified. It was so fucking funny because like, hubby, who was like friend at the time, was like, oh, I like this. I was like, why? And he was like, because then if I get invited to social or family events, I don't have to go. The roads were so clear. I mean, it was probably not great if you were an essential worker. Did we live in the same COVID? If you have to go out, just mask up. Mexico was kind of lax with the regulations, so a lot of people died, so everybody stayed inside just to be safe. COVID was great for people who are introverted, but for people who are not introverted or people who are just developing social skills, it was a bomb. How many COVID shots did you take? I actually did take the vaccine twice. Like a year apart. Because I had to travel. Other than that, I haven't gotten it since. And I did get COVID right before my wedding. It sucked. But thankfully, since I had the vaccine, I didn't have that hard a time. I just went to sleep. Well, yeah, some shit family member gave it to me. I was so mad.
I like the eyeshadow / mascara your PNG model has. Really makes the eyes pop.
Why, thank you. I made my eyes ginormous. Thank you for the super.
By the way, the artist that had their art stolen is now credited as a visual design consultant in games, so hopefully they got that bag.
Good! No, they deserve that credit. It's very, very clear that they took a lot of inspiration from her work. Yeah. Thank you for the super. It's nice to hear that, actually. Lily's very friend-shaped. I'm very round, very pink. Lily already go through marathon? No, but we can start. Looks like you're staring dead into my soul. Eh, baby? your model. I love how expressive it is. Why, thank you. I designed it to be stupid expressive because, like, since I don't have the mobility of a live 2D or 3D model, I figured I could at least, like, do my own thing with it and get really expressive with it. My hands hurt from building Lego all day, and I get to relax watching my Oshikigi Mission. Uwu, Jaeger, somehow that feels like sarcastic as shit. That feels like so sarcastic. I don't know why. Can your model shape it again? I could, but it takes a long time to set that up now. Is your model VTubing or is it PNG tubing? I don't know. It's technically a VTuber, but the format is PNG. Depends on who you ask. I don't think I'm considered a VTuber by most other VTubers, though. He doesn't watch anybody else, so you're like his Oshi by default. Not true. He gets like bombarded by VTuber clips on the daily. What software are you using for that, by the way? I'm using Honk. I think I'm like the only person who still uses it. VTubers usually use live 3D. Well, VTubing means virtual. So technically this is a VTuber, yes. In fact, I'm using something that's kind of like the proto VTuber. This is like a rant Sona. You know the ones that YouTubers used to use when they didn't want to show their face on camera? It was just like a little dude that spoke for them. I just have a more tech advanced version of that. You're still using a virtual avatar. You're just switching between 2D poses. Yeah. And my lip syncing is to die for good. I do have a fursona. Dude, I'm a furry degen. What do you want? Technically correct, which is the best kind of correct. Yes, I'm technically right, which is the best type of right. One minute. My dog is being nasty down there.
I want to watch your model eat a microwave inflated marshmallow. I'd why?
Because it would probably be pretty funny animated, actually. Thanks so much for the super. Puppy, you're being disgusting. Okay, I need to take that away from you. Time to coerce with treats. Come here. I have food too. Alright, threat nullified. Bribery happening live. Well, I needed to, like, she has this, like, deer antler thing that she likes to chew on. And for the most part, I love it because it makes her breath not stinky, but, like, it's so noisy when she chews it.
Do you plan on just doing the playable characters / shells for Marathon, or are you also going to look into the factions and their agents as well?
I think I'm just gonna do the shells tonight. Like, I only really know about the shells, so I don't really know about the factions or other characters. Thank you for the super. Alright, let's begin. So, Bungie's newest game came out this week. It's called Marathon. For those of you guys who have not heard of this game before, it used to be a single-player thing with, like, a little trilogy, right? And people actually didn't know about it. So when they announced Marathon, people got pretty excited about it. Because they were like, oh, single-player campaign from Bungie in the modern day? Wow, no, it's actually an extraction shooter. It's meant to be multiplayer, PvP, all that jazz. Now, Marathon's been in some hot water. Because initially the game wasn't exactly inspired visually, and people are kind of done with, like, the live service shooty game thing, right? But then they got into some trouble because they plagiarized some work from an artist who has now been credited and is actually in the game's in the actual game's credits as an art consultant. And people just really want this game to fail. They want it to be concord3.com.org. And the problem is, I'm not going in from that angle, right? So what I want to do today is I want to look at the shells, because news to me, there's actually, like, dead-ass characters in this game. I thought it was just a, like, you design your own thing and you play with that. You know, typical shooter fashion. But no, it's kind of low-key like a hero shooter. They're called shells. There's, like, 7 of them, right? And they do have design. So I'm going into this from a completely neutral mindset, right? I don't care if the game is good. I don't care if the game is bad. I'm not leaning into either side. I'm going to try and go in from a character designer's perspective in the best faith way that I can and see how they design these characters. Do they fit the general aesthetic of the game? And what's the deal with the shells? Because apparently these are characters that exist in there. So let's look at them. So we begin with the assassin. All right, let's see it. I'm analyzing, chat. I swear to God I'm going into this good faith. But, ooh. What am I looking at? This feels like Amita from fucking, that game, but, like, the Russian one, you know, It's like, it feels glitchy. This looks unfinished. Misa, yeah, it feels like a glitch from me side. This feels kind of unfinished. I wonder if that's intentional. Like, I do get the assassin vibe because of, like, the hood and the painted, blindfold on his face, and I like, the weird boots and it's like, but, like, it looks like unfinished Photoshop assets. Like, this does not look finished. You know, like, it feels like a stealth suit, but there's no seams, there's no texture, like, it's like, it looks like it's, like, pre-rendered. Are these final renders, by the way, babe? Because, like, hubby got these. Oh, wait, no. Spanish got these. Spanish, are these final renders? This is a screen from the website. Oh. The thing is, right, because, like, the concept would actually be pretty solid, but the way that this is textured, it looks really unfinished. I like the potential. I like the stealth suit. I like the geometry that's sticking out on, like, the fingers and toes. But there's, like, no seams. And they're supposed to be made of, like, silk, right? They don't feel like fabric. I tried to find it and I couldn't. Like, does it look like this in game as well? Wait, Lily, what? If it's missing something, please tell me, because with this fucking texture, it looks super unfinished. I sent you something. Okay, let me see. Yeah, maybe the lighting is missing? Okay, this is a little better. Hold on. We have the website. And this actually lets me fully rotate it so I can see some more details. Good, good, good. Okay, I got the website. I think this might be better. So, this has a little bit of lighting, but not a lot. I do not know if I like this. I genuinely don't, because, like, the potential is there, and I'm pretty sure that, like, the weird texturing is a stylized choice. So, like, The silhouette is giving me assassin, but barely. I feel like we're kind of missing some commitment to the bit with like the weird what do you call this style? What is this actual style of a design? Because it does have a name. It feels naked despite wearing full gear because I think that these are printed bodies. Graphic realism, Lily. Yeah, it doesn't feel that realistic at all. Like, the concept itself can be solid, but I do genuinely think it's missing something. I don't know what it is, but it is. Like, it's supposed to be a robot that has, like, graphic design stuff all over it, but I'm neither getting robot and I'm getting, like, very big graphic design work. Like, the face is kind of giving me robot a little bit, but I can barely see it because of the hood. Like, unlike Warframe, where there's, like, a lot of joints and weird connections and biomechanical shit, this is just feels like a mannequin, you know? And I think that might be intentional. Like, the in-game lighting does make it better. Yeah, like, but this is what we gotta work with. Because I'm not buying Marathon just for a character review. And let's be real, if lighting is the thing that separates a good design from a bad design, it's not a good design. And while it's not terrible, it is lacking sauce. It is definitely lacking sauce. This is the most bare bones attempt at designing an assassin I've ever seen. QR code, the character... Like, this is very bare bones attempt at an assassin. I don't see any, like, knives or weapons that you could use. The only thing that's giving me stealth here is, like, the hoodie, and that's about it. Yeah, the idea is there, but the execution is incredibly bland. I think that they could have gone a little bit bigger on the graphic design elements and maybe try and actually dress the robot and use those elements instead of just making it feel like a mannequin Unity asset, if that makes sense. Because that's what it feels like. This feels like a reused video game asset that we slapped some texture on and called it a day. It's like a guy with some belts and that's it. And I promise, I swear to God, I'm trying to go in like good faith because there are things about it that I like. I do like the outfit's construction if it was an actual outfit and not just printed onto skin. But I do feel like it's very, very bare bones. I'm looking at like an in-game screens and it does not change anything on the design. Yeah, no, probably not. Yeah, this is like something that will look futuristic in the 1990s. Because, like, besides him being named Assassin, does anything about this character say Assassin to you guys? The silhouette doesn't. The outfit might a little bit. But not enough for me to be like, ah, yes, a creature. It's not terrible, but it's definitely missing a lot of sauce. Like, the concept, the potential is there, it just has not been utilized to its best efforts. Let's see if this one has a trailer, because I think that some of the classes have trailers. Let's see if that helps. Because sometimes with these characters, you need to see a little bit of the personality in motion. Because, like, sometimes you need to see the characters moving to do their thing. So let's see if that makes the design any better. Oh, it's rated T. Okay, not that bad. So let's see the cinematic for the assassin shell. This character fails the Valve silhouette test. Oh, yeah, it does. If you can't pass the Valve silhouette test, you failed. But let's see it. Okay, I will say this. Within the game's environment, it does look better. I feel part of the issue is that the character outside of Marathon the game doesn't really have a leg to stand on. Inside of the environment of the game, it looks leagues better. It's like seeing a Lego character, right? But you don't know what Lego is, so you have no context, so you're like, what the fuck is this? So let's keep seeing. And, like, obviously this one has lightning and texture, which gives it way more sauce. Like, you get what the character's deal is immediately in the actual trailer. Like, within the actual art style and world of Marathon, it does look better. I still think it's lacking sauce, okay? I would have given it big knives, at least. Because, like, it has, like, teeny baby, tiny gay daggers. Give him actual bigger daggers, daggers that have some impact. Like, the thing that this design needs, in my very humble opinion, is something that makes it pop. Bigger hood, big scarf, big knives. Just really sell me the assassin aesthetic. Because, like this, it's really bare bones. It's fine, but it could be a lot better. It looks a lot better in motion. It looks a lot better within the world of Marathon. I do agree. But you're missing a little oomph, I think. Just a tad, just a little, some elements, some sprinkle here and there, glitter. Yeah, like, that's the thing, right? The fact that, like, it doesn't work outside the game is not a good thing. Yeah, good character design should work anywhere. Good character design should be recognizable. The silhouette should pop, and you can tell what the character's deal is immediately in any setting. The context should not matter. So, in that case, it does fail a little bit. A little.
Assassin Heike looks like they belong in an old cartoon called Reboot.
Thank you. I think they went a little bit too minimalist, a little bit too simple on this.
Assassino Bananino.
A little bit, yeah, thank you. Isn't being low profile the whole point of an assassin, though? In reality, yes. When it comes to character design, no. You have to be, like, low profile, but you have to look like you're the part, you know?
Something they could do that would give it more of an assassin vibe would be to make the skin slightly transparent so you could sort of see the internals.
Yeah, like, work with something that works with stealth. But, like, in a hero shooter, the whole point is to be a bit more bombastic. You should not be subtle in a hero shooter.
Not really fan of the QR code looking aesthetic myself. Feels like I could scan any one of them and end up in a cash shop for endless microtransactions.
Yeah, those are all the QR codes for Marathon's game,
This is a motion capture actor.
Yeah, like, I think that, like, it does just genuinely look like a mocap suit.
From what I understand about Marathon, these bodies look like mannequins because they are. Humans have replaced their real bodies with synthetic ones for powers and can implant their bodies into new shells.
Yes, but I think that there's a better way to transmit that without the designs being bland. You know? They feel unfinished, not mannequin-y. Having a QR code would have been really funny, though. A QR code to, like, Bungie's website right on the dick. It's really funny because, like, it's simple, but at the same time, it's not. It has so many codes and patterns and stuff going on in the design. you'd think that if these are like disposable bodies, like mass printed, whatever, that they wouldn't be this detailed in like their patterns, but apparently so. Yeah, I think that it lacks a little customization, just something that makes it feel like an assassin as opposed to just a guy. If you're gonna have an artificial body, you'd want it to look better than that. It's an extraction shooter with hero shooter characters. The shells are not random, they're set. Yeah, and if it's something that's like a hero shooter character thing, you need them to be unique. Yeah, they do look better in game. I do have to agree that they look a lot better in the game and in the cutscenes. Well, that was a cutscene, not in game. But if the character looks bad outside of their media, that means the design isn't good.
So humans had all the free will in the world and they chose to implant themselves into walking fashion crimes? Bruh. I'd have become TF2 spy.
I mean, it really depends on who asks. And like, again, I don't like people being like, well, they're disposable, because no amount of lore is going to justify a weak design to me. Because I don't care about the game. I'm telling you guys, I don't care if the game is good, bad, or whatever. I need to know if the design actually stands the test of time, if that makes sense. Without plot. It's really difficult to find them in-game, though, because the game is first person.
The cinematic uses different materials and textures, but in-game all is based on the same texture, no metal or other type of textures, that's why it looks bland.
Oh, so in the game, the like weird plasticky texture of the hood and face and the knife is not there. It's literally what we're seeing on what we saw on screen for the website. Ooh, that's not great, actually. They look good in the cinematics, I can say that much, yeah. No, that's not true, is it? I don't know what to believe. The problem is that, like, this game is first person, so if I want to see, like, Assassin in-game, someone else has to be playing Assassin. And I'm not buying Marathon just for this video. Devin, thanks so much for the sub! Yeah, no, when you rotate the character and the character select, they do have a lot of reflective materials and different textures. I just checked. Yeah, if anybody has Marathon, can you guys double check that for me? But I do think, because I've looked at characters without shaders before, like the Uma videos don't even have like the proper physics engine, right? Yeah, like, it's kind of cope, I'm sorry. It just does not look good. When it comes to design, shaders and lighting don't matter. The main thing that matters is the actual design itself. You need shit to be shiny to call it good character design? No, you don't. You don't. And this one is pretty bland so far. There's potential, but it's underutilized at this point, I believe.
The use path and shaders to mask the materials.
Yeah, and again, but that doesn't really matter to what I'm doing in this video, you know? When you're designing a character, you're designing it flat and adding detail later. Yeah, exactly. I don't design a character in full color, usually. I go in with flats, and then I add color and lighting later. And yeah, like, Uma Musume, no shaders, no lighting, broken physics engine, the designs stand out pretty well. Okay, so this is kind of like some gameplay. So we can see how it moves. But you can't see shit, it's fucking first person. There it is. No, I'm sorry, guys, the design is super bland. There's potential, but it's not good, like... And something that's a bit concerning to me, but we'll look into it, is that I barely see difference in any of these silhouettes. That's not great. Maybe they have other skins for each shell. That doesn't justify bad character design. And also, I'm not looking at skins right now. I want to see if the actual designs stand the test. Do they pass the sniff test? So far, not really. Like, they're not stinky, but they're not great either. Alright, let's see the next shell. Okay, the next one is Destroy? Destroyer. We're gonna be using the website, I think, because it can let me, like, fully turn these around. Okay, I like how Mega Man coded this is, but what part of this says Destroyer to you, Bungie? Like, Assassin at least, like, kind of got the vibe. This doesn't look like destroying anything. If anything, it's incredibly friend-shaped. You know? When I heard Destroyer, my character design knowledge immediately assumed it was gonna be big, square, maybe some pointy, big gun, maybe a big melee weapon in case you need to fucking bash someone's skull in. This is actually ridiculously friend-shaped. This is an astronaut, like a cosmonaut. This doesn't feel like someone who's going out there destroying things. Like, yeah, there's... Is this meant to be a character that's, like, high damage output, like, cartoon punch you, bash your skull, and I'm not seeing it. And also, now that I know that these are, like, artificial humans, these are, like, 3D printed, why can't we fuck with the proportions and make them a little bit goofier? Even if they're holding a gun, doesn't matter. I know that the game is first person, but, like, it's just so... It just looks like a soldier. If I hear Destroyer, I'm expecting big, meaty, very, very solid. Like, I'm sorry, Highguard's designs were better than this. What is it with, like, sci-fi? Sci-fi is, like, I swear to God, sci-fi is such a struggle for people. Because it's either the coolest shit you've ever seen, insert Warframe editors, or the most milquetoast shit you've ever seen in your life. Like... I was like, I promise I'm being good faith. But nothing about this says Destroyer to me. If this was just like a random soldier, if this was called Soldier, I get it. That's the vibe. I like the contrast. I like the printed patterns. I like the helmet, but Destroyer? Wait, hold on. Oh, God. Core memory. I just realized what this aesthetic reminds me of. Okay. If you guys don't know, I studied design, right? Like, dead ass. Every design department in every college ever, their design department looks exactly like this. They use colors like this, big fonts, patterns on, like, the floors and walls, and then you have, like, all the desks where, like, the students, like, do their design homework and, like, fucking with their laptops and, like, cry about it. Like... This looks like the promo for a design department in college. You know? Like, it's a unique take on design. I've never seen anything like this, but like, without it, it's just a dude in a suit. So if this fucking type of design doesn't resonate with you, this is not gonna do it for you. I hate how right you are. No, like, it is! Autodesk inventor-ass design. Yeah, like, you're fucking booting up Photoshop and you get, like, a fucking image like this. Like, is this designer core? That's the thing, though, right? They're letting this design style, they're trying to let that carry the game, but if this doesn't resonate with you, you're gonna hate all of these. You can have, like, okay, so when you're designing a character for something, right? When you're, like, building a world around your characters and whatever, you need to, yes, you need to have, like, a core aesthetic, absolutely, but you can't let that core aesthetic do all the work for you. You need to, like, be flexible, you know? Design around your aesthetic. Work with that shit. Like, use it to your advantage. Don't let the, basically, you wear the clothes, don't let the clothes wear you. I hope the stream doesn't lay Lily's faith in Johnny. No, it's not, but like, I don't know what it is about sci-fi that it's either the coolest shit you've ever seen or the most milquetoast thing you've ever seen. Oh my god. Work it, yeah. Like, not me out here roasting Bungie a little bit, but like... Oh my god, so I found some pictures of some college campuses things, so I can show you exactly what these character designs remind me of. Like, it's a neat aesthetic, but they relied way too much on it, and now every single one of these characters looks like a poster for, like, a design school somewhere in California. I don't know if this works for a shooter. It's too hipster. Oh, no. No, I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, Marathon, I'm so sorry. I know you're trying, but, like, mama. Like, there is an attempt, but it's just not resonating with me. I'm sorry. I 100% agree. Bungie knows how to design sci-fi from their Halo Destiny content. The dedication and adherence to the Marathon art style has smothered everything else in the games. Yeah, this is very weird to me, because I've seen the Halo armors. I think those are fucking sick. And Destiny was pretty good, too, so what happened? This is a delicious roast. It's juicy. Okay. Tell me that this doesn't... Tell me that these college campuses that I found on the internet does not at all look like the art style for this game, okay? Ready? I give you... I'm just gonna name them like their characters, okay? I give you the sniper. These are all design schools. Real design schools, okay? Or design projects for design schools. Thank you, I hate it. Look. This is... It's just like what they're doing with Marathon. Like, it's a cool looking space, but I don't know if this works for a shooter. Like, they added, like, these shapes and textures to a generic human model and called it a day. You know? Like, tell me you don't see it, chat. It's like every design school ever. I don't know if this works for a shooter. It barely matches the aesthetic of the old games. I think that they got way too swept up in their aesthetic and, like, they're trying to let that do all the work. It feels like every design school, like, oh, look at that, please. Like, the bright pops of color on the white background, the super, like, geometric shapes. Like, I knew it reminded me of something, but I didn't fucking realize what it was till now, because my school also had spaces like these. Like this, see, like industrialized, but like modern, very colorful, geometric shapes and patterns, you know? Bingo, bango, geometry plus colors. Yeah, like, but when it comes to character design, you have to try a little bit harder than that. And the problem is that, like, they're relying way too hard on that style, and if you don't connect with it, it's fucking over. You're gonna hate all of these. And also, for this one, the only thing that they really did was put, like, the fucking font on the visor and some patterns on it, and that's about it. Like, the usage of color is nice. The Kuroshiori is spot on. That's, like, the one thing I will give it, that it's actually pretty good. I like the teal with the orange pop of color and the really bright turquoise on the back. That's nice. But in terms of giving Destroyer, not really, no. Did YouTube chat die on me? YouTube! Alright, let me bring them back from the dead. Let me play some supers in the meantime.
Torbjorn finished Bastion's upgrade. You like?
No, I hate it! Thank you.
Tupperware Man.
Why Tupperware? Thank you. If I were to take, like, a game that looks meh, but the game is actually good, I'm not talking about the gameplay. Like, I don't particularly care for the gameplay.
So my current job is a quality assurance
Yeah.
tester for video games, and I've seen placeholder models for super early development games that genuinely look better than the two we've seen so far, in my opinion.
There's a severe lack of polish in these, I think. Thank you. Okay, YouTube chat is
Action
back!
Figure Man.
Stop chat. Architecture so bland it lulled the YouTube chat to death. I'm sorry!
If these designs were clothes, they'd be the Emperor's cause. There's nothing there.
It's very lackluster. I think it needs a little bit more.
They hit the randomizer like they hit the Pentagon.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Thank you. All right, let's see the trailer for the Destroyer. The cinematic. Like, I love the aesthetic for the game in general. Oh, he has a mouth? The game's general sense of style is pretty dope. Like, the architecture is really interesting, and, like, the use of color is really cool, but the character designs are very bland. I wish they had textures like this in-game. That does a lot more. Like, it's interesting as, like, generic stuff of, like, the universe, but not necessarily as a character. Also, why are you called Destroyer if you busted out a shield immediately? Were these renamed at the last minute? This feels like a tank. Did they not want to, like, use the word tank? Because this does not at all feel like a Destroyer. Probably? Yeah, he's too friend-shaped for this vibe. Yeah.
They love their rhombuses.
A lot of rhombuses. Thank you. Looks like a tank and apparently plays like a tank, so what the fuck? Alright, let's check out the next show. Oh.
My high school had sections of the building that looked like this.
Yeah.
As the tech bros kept donating and the school got worse, this kind of aesthetic infected everything. So I have a visceral negative reaction to it.
Oh no. Like, I'm sorry, but I could have never in a million years imagined this thing pulling out a shield. At all. It's not giving... You know how, like, with Reinhardt, you can see that he would be a shield person?
Campus.
Yeah. Thank you. You know how, like, with Reinhardt in Overwatch, you can see that he's a shield person? You can't tell that this is a shield person.
You definitely need to check out Halo soon. The original Marathon games were literally the precursors to Halo, and Halo has a bunch of little references to the series throughout.
Yeah, and I think that, like, Halo is peak sci-fi design.
Lack of polish? They removed all the angles.
Yeah, it's definitely lacking a lot. I do think so far. Like, so far, 2 out of 7, not great. Let's look at the next one, though. Alright, this next one's called Recon. What am I looking at here? Like, these are just generic. They're so generic. Why? It's like the designers told, like, the design lead told the team, make a generic human character, but add some design to it. Like, I like that her face kind of looks like a camera. Reminds me from the little dinosaurs from Horizon, but, like, if it's, like, Recon, nothing about this points to this being, like, a scout or anything remotely close to that, you know? This is too... Yeah, it's the definition of safe. The game has such a unique aesthetic. Why are all of these so safe? You know? You gotta make it generic so players want to buy some cosmetics. No! If the character is not generic, then people want to buy cosmetics. Look at Marvel Rivals. I think that there were definitely more risks to be taken with this one. But these feel like mocap suits with, like, 3 accessories. And slightly embellished mocap suits. Like, they're not weird enough for the setting that they're in. Does that make sense? It lacks kinetic energy a scout character needs. Yeah, like, I don't see, like... Recon is, like, a scouting thing, right? It's just... It just doesn't... It just feels... It's just painfully generic. I like the font design on this. I think that's pretty neat. The use of color is also very nice, but... This silhouette is so bland. This is putting me to sleep. It looks like a random NPC. It looks like an NPC, and as a hero shooter, that is the worst thing you're ever gonna hear. Like, my issue so far with all of these designs has been that, like, there's potential, but they're not utilizing it. It feels like they're severely underutilizing their aesthetic, their character, their character, like, lore, or what the character's meant to be. It's just like, kind of boring. To be fair, it's not a hero shooter. It's not, but it has hero shooter elements. They designed characters for this, so it should be better design. They wanted to sell like a hero shooter, so why not design like a hero shooter? They're supposed to feel disposable, but I guess if you just don't like the art style... Disposable doesn't mean generic, though. Like, yes, you can make the characters look like, you could just replace them very quickly, but, like, you don't need the designs to look generic for that. Also, it doesn't even look disposable. This looks expensive as shit. This looks like something that someone spent like $1 million. It feels like each one of these shells costs thousands upon thousands of the taxpayers' monies. It's just so minimalist that, like, it lost all function. Like, there's no shapes or anything fun here, you know? They kind of do, like, yeah, they look like they cost everybody's taxpayer monies, but, like, for some reason, they're, like, super fucking milquetoast. Can she look like a Kodak camera? That would be like, there's camera elements here that I think that they underutilized, which has potential. The lore is that they're replicable, but also, like, expensive. Then why not design them to be more unique? I don't get it. I really don't. Like... And if the game is fun, if you guys like playing it... Again, I cannot stress this enough, because, like... I'm not in here to hate on Marathon the game. I don't give a shit. I don't play shooters, alright? If the game is good or bad, that's... Like, no skin off my ass. But as a character designer, I can tell you these lack so much sauce. Okay? You're not a bad person if you like Marathon. You're not a bad person if you don't like Marathon. Let me make that clear. I'm not insulting your wife. I'm not insulting your life. But I am telling you that these character designs are just not good. They're too safe, too generic. They're not conveying anything. When a character design conveys nothing, you failed. And spectacularly, may I add. Like, I'm sorry, Highguard did better than this. And Highguard was rushed to filth on the character design front. You know? Concord did not do better. Concord was about as bad as this, probably worse. But Highguard is beating them in the character design front. I feel like they should not be this not expressive with such a unique aesthetic. Exactly, that's the point. The aesthetic is loud. The aesthetic is really loud, really bold. There's nothing bold about this. These designs should be bold, outspoken, insane. Like, the Koroshiori is incredibly bold. I've never seen bolder color theory, but, like, the actual designs are just so plain. Like, what the fuck? These are, like, blank action figures, like mocap suits with some design. A little bit, you know?
This is a Zentatic 2 character with zero personality.
Yeah, that's the problem. They're not conveying anything. Thank you.
When recon assaulting, the entire helmet opens up.
Hopefully they show that in the trailer, actually. Speaking of which, let's see if we can find it. There we no, Rook, no. Destroyer. No, I don't think they have a trailer for Recon. No trailer. Why? If you want me to get interested in this character, at least show me how, like, the face opens up. It's first person. How the fuck am I supposed to know that? Only 3 characters have trailers. Why? Bungie!
Ah, yes. Great value, powerful Rangers.
Great value Power Rangers is the perfect way to describe it. It's like, I don't know if you guys remember when Overwatch first came out. You know what they did?
Do you by any chance remember an old CGI kids show called Reboot? This is exactly the aesthetic.
No, I actually don't, but thank you. You know what they did? They put full concept art with turnarounds on their website. Like, they showed off the designs for everybody.
Like an entire roster of placeholders.
Yeah, all of this feels like a placeholder.
Why has Bungie's character gone downhill since Halo and even Destiny was more inspired than this? Melting face emoji, melting face emoji.
Isn't it ironic that they have such a bold fucking design and, like, core aesthetic, but the character designs are so bland?
I am the Eggman. My badniks have far more sauce than these scraps.
Yeah, no, I'm
prints.
sorry. I'm sorry. Like, every other sci-fi universe that I've seen fucking does 3 laps around this. Which is funny because, like, Marathon has a really, really unique design and, like, its environment.
I've seen disposable infantry uniforms from the 18th century that have better drip than this game's designs.
Yeah,
Sorry,
like...
but that excuse won't work, emo.
It won't, no. Like, and again, like, this is just me saying this from a character design perspective. They lack a lot of sauce. There's potential, but, like, it feels like they just added, like, a drop of Riz. Like, with a dropper. You got some people here really trying to say it's not a hero shooter TM. Yeah, sure, but it has hero shooter character design is what they were critiquing. Yeah, we're critiquing the fact that, like, they don't think it's a hero shooter, but they're trying to design shit like hero shooters, and they're failing miserably. Corpus and Grenier are also disposable, but I remember them. Yes! Exactly, incredibly unique silhouettes. Even for the goons. Who knows? We all know about the Moa, okay? I'm never gonna forget that Moa, unfortunately. But, like, you see the Corpus, and they have, like, their square TV heads and shit, right? And you see the Grenier, and they're disgusting, but they're very memorable disgusting. Like, they're round. They almost look like beetles. Like, completely opposing silhouettes. Very, very strong choices. I don't know, like... When the generic Warframe NPC beats out your playable hero characters, you have a problem. The Mo'usi is beating these, okay, chat? Stormtroopers are disposable and everybody remembers it. Exactly. A good design should not, like, should fucking stand the test of time no matter what the purpose of the design is. Imagine being this corporate. I'm really disappointed in... They had such a good building block, what happened? If I had a color scheme this bold, I would have gone bigger and badder. I would have, even if it was first person. Like, today we posted a video on an anime called Gachiakuta, right? These motherfuckers are dressed in rags and garbage, and, like, the fucking designs have more risk than this. Go watch it, it's on the channel now. Alright, okay, next one. Holy shit, I'm so bored of this. The next one is called Rook, but it's not in here. Oh, they have skins. Why is Rook not in here? Actually, let's see the skin and let's see if the skin added anything. Just out of curiosity. Skins. Oh, come the fuck on! Are you joking? Are your microtransactions really that fucking valuable, Bungie? That... Fuck right the fuck off. Is this so you can't see the full thing? Like, chat, what's going on there? What's going on here? Okay, here it is. It's just a recolor. It's just a recolor. You need to scan it. Ugh. This is just a recolor. Okay, no. Do skins mean something else in this game? I'm curious. Okay, let's scan it. This fucking stupidest fucking way to fucking see a design for a skin. This is just a recolor. Like, color palette? It's most like, oh. The design doesn't change. They're still Rizless, even in a different color scheme. It still says nothing to me, Bungie. Nothing! Whatever, let's look at the Rogue. It's not on the website. I'm still trying to keep good faith. That's the worst part, yeah. To be fair, okay, sorry, I muted myself like an idiot. This one does look disposable. I think that the Rook might have some weird mechanic. These are literally globe sheet those. It's like the base one. Like... I like the robot vibe. I think this one does look pretty replaceable. Why is it not in the website? Also, pretty bold choice to, like, have your team that of playable characters be considered disposable. I don't know what message that sends. Like, I don't know, disposable as a design theme is tricky. So far, the designs are somewhat serviceable. They're very weak. This one at least has some form of, like, silhouette function, decent use of color. I like the robotiness of it. This one's better. But it's not even on the website. That's really weird. And, like, it's just not... It's missing sauce. It's just, like, barely humanoid. They could have made it more robot, if you ask me. I like the decals all over it. That's pretty cool, and I like the use of color. It's just weird to me how safe this is, you know? And from a designer perspective, disposable is a bold fucking thing to try and do, okay? Like... It's like going up to your design team and being like, we have to make some character designs, but, like, they have to look shit. They have to look like you would throw them away on a whim. That's not a good idea. Like, I'm sorry? From experience, it's kind of arrogant. You have to be a top-tier fucking character designer to make shit like that work, because otherwise you get this. I'm not saying they have bad character designers, but it's already a very tricky thing to ask of your team. And if you don't do it properly, you get kind of sauceless designs. But you can have a design that's mass-produced and still good. Look at Stormtroopers, you know? Stormtroopers are the perfect example. Like, these are supposed to be the designs that represent the game. If the good designs are the NPCs, you have a problem there. It's a shame because the lore is interesting on paper. It's really a shame because on paper the lore is interesting. The environments are really interesting. The aesthetic is very bold, but the character designs are very bland. I do like that this looks like a crash test dummy. I do find that very fun to look at. Ironically enough, this one that isn't even, like, on the website is the one that has the most sauce to me. The globshitos of fucking Marathon are the ones that I have the most design for me so far. I like this one. A crash test dummy because it makes you crash out when you look at it. I mean, they're not even worth that much of my ire. Clone troopers, stormtroopers, battle droids, hell divers, all disposable but very memorable. Yeah! Like, this is the shit that's supposed to sell the game. You'd think that they try for something a little bit more interesting. I think that they think that just because it's first person, it doesn't matter that much. But guess what? You see other players on the field, so I don't know what to tell you, Marathon.
These look like those Elon boys that people found out were human operated without a single crumb of AI despite being marketed as such.
Yeah, a little bit. Thank you.
Goddamn, I just realized, this is a discount Advent Trooper from XCOM 2. from the near fully covered head beside the mouth to the disposable nature.
They're just weird. They don't even remind me of anything.
I
Thank you.
recommend looking up Zentatic 2 classes maybe as a review. It did the vibe the Destroyer and Recon were going for so much better.
Maybe I will later. Thank you. How divers have a lifespan of like 5 minutes and we care more about them. They do.
This Rook ironically has character to the disposal. It looks like he was literally salvaged from scraps of other robots.
Yeah, this one actually has some riz, so this one's better.
Gakiakuta pulled it off.
Just because something's meant to be like a generic foot soldier, disposable, whatever, doesn't mean it shouldn't have design. Like, look at any game with like military units. They almost always have something memorable in them. Thank you. The whole, like, they're alien to mass produce, except this one fell into a tub of crayons, and it has more riz for it! Like, 40K has factions, and they all look very unique. Like, the Lord of the Rings has different, like, factions. Like, the elves look a certain way, like, the orcs look a certain way. Like, Star Wars also has, like, different factions, so, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, what's the excuse for Marathon? Alright, moving on. Alright, this next one's called The Thief. I'm expecting something like the assassin, maybe with a different posture that kind of like looks like a little bit more stealthy. Something like a rogue, but like sci-fi. This one has a trailer, by the way. Where has the trailer, by the way? Oh, it does. Let's see it. Ugh. It's so funny to see this robot thing, like, acting like a fucking tactical killer. Blue blood? Yeah, they're not human. Like, so far, the Rook is, like, the most interesting one to me. You know? How the fuck do these guys have more designs than the Destroyer? Like, these have, like, a really fun silhouette, actual design language, great use of color. That looks more like a Destroyer than the actual fucking Destroyer. Like, what the fuck? Because they have sharp edges. Yeah, everything else feels filed down. Yeah, they do. What the hell? Yeah. They're the robot enemy NPCs. How come the NPCs have more design than the playable characters? Make it make sense. Maybe your issue with the cells is that they look too humanoid. No, is that they have, like, no fucking... They convey nothing. Like, this one by being not humanoid and having a different design language and use of shapes and stuff, it says something. The shells say nothing. It says more of them being, like, low-key kind of shitty robots than a human with a bland design. The Sausage, yes. Alright, the next one is a thief. I'm expecting something that looks like a thief, but let's see it. Does not look like a thief, but I do not hate it. I don't hate this one at all. I actually think it's rather pretty, especially in the face. That being said, the name does not match the silhouette at all. This does not look like a thief. It looks like spy-like. That would make sense, but I appreciate that they went a little bit more robot with this one. The color scheme is, again, very, very nice, real bold, monochromatic. This one is better. I would say this one is much better than the other one so far. Oh yeah, grippers, robot grippers. Yeah, this one I would say, besides Rook, is the more interesting one of the bunch. Like, it's actually making me ask more questions. It's saying more. Why is the face so detailed, but the rest of the body's pretty unfinished? How come she gets to, like, show her full face unlike the other marathon shells? What's her... like, this one makes me wonder what her story is, which I like. This is better, much better. There we go. To grab loot with. Yeah, it has a bit... It's conveying a little bit more than the other ones. It's showing some form of body language, some caution in its stance. I like the little pops of color that we see here and there. I do like that this one feels more robotic. This one feels like a shell. This one feels like a mass-produced unit with a very unique face, which I like. Like, this one is unfinished in a very interesting way. This one makes me ask questions. It doesn't make me go, is the game bugged? This one makes me wonder. I wonder why the face is so detailed, but nothing else is. Did all of the budget go to the BJ lips? Or what is it? But I really do like this one. Great body, really fun silhouette, nice robo grippers, a phenomenal use of color, a lot of really nice detail in the face. Like, yeah, this one's pretty neat. I will say that this one is Thief is good. Yeah, it's less humanoid looking, less boring mannequin looking because it's actually segmented. Also, humans love faces, okay? Adding a proper face to something adds a lot more to the character because faces convey a lot of emotion. And instinctively, when you're designing a character, you're looking for a face. So that helps a lot. She has one robot sock that covers the ankle. Oh yeah, and the other one is just empty. But, like, this is a fun take on asymmetry, though. Because, again, it looks unfinished in a way that's pretty interesting. This one also has a skin, I think. I think it's just inverted color scheme. So far, the skins I've seen are just color palette swaps, so... I mean, I do like the purple. I do think it looks pretty neat. But I think for this character in particular, the very monochrome color scheme fits it way better. Like, it looks way nicer, super deathly pale, with, like, only, like, a red and purple accent here and there, and that's about it. Yeah, I think that if more of these had human faces, they would be more interesting to look at. Where are her organs? This one doesn't have any, because robot. Jacket is pretty nice. I like the cutout in the back for, like, the robot panel. I also like that her arm is missing a chunk that has circuitry in it. So see, like, not all bad. This one is a bit more rizzed up. I think I like this one better. Is she the only person with a face? So far, yes. Well, no, the thief, not the thief, the assassin has a face too, but that one looks really weird and plasticky. And most of them that have faces were covered by visors and things, so, like, you can't see them. Well, the real lore reason why her face has human skin colors about anything. I don't know, but that made me wonder about this, and if you have me asking questions about a character, that means you did an okay job at least. So this one's not that bad. Does she have a trailer, though? I don't think so. They only made, like, 3.
I would suggest as a possible palette cleanser the designs from another extraction shooter, Hunt, Showdown or Hunt, 1896 are exquisite.
Thank you, but maybe some other day. These reviews sadly can't be made on the fly because I need to, like, at least get the images, renders, assets I need to actually be able to talk about these. Since I don't always react to other people's videos, I'd rather make my own so I can take my time with them. It's better if I plan these out. Thief actually had a statue. Okay, no, Thief might not have a trailer, but she has a music video that we're gonna have to mute. Because otherwise we're gonna get clapped! But this might help us get another look at the world of Marathon. They definitely look great pre-rendered, I will say that much. She's the loot goblin. I mean, it's an extraction shooter, isn't that the point? Like, look at how beautiful her face is. And the fabric actually does have a lot of texture and stuff in this music video. Oh! That's another one we haven't seen. But, like, so far, I do think that the Thief is the one that has the most sauce. All right, after Thief is... Triage, let's see it. Triage for me reminds me of medical anything. Nurse, doctor, medic. That's what I'm expecting from the name. I don't like it! This one is a mess. Oh god. The mess. Like, the pill holder on the back, like, nice touch, but like, oh man. The only thing that this gives me medic is like the ugly scrub colors. And like the black cross on it, and that's it. But, like, I don't really have a problem with the way that Marathon uses colors. I found them to be very bold and fun. But the design itself, if I make this into a blank slate, no colors, it's not giving medic. It's just a dude in a vest. A guy in a vest. And that's about it. And, yeah, that's not great. These are all way too safe, I feel. Like, if I wanted to make, like, an actual medic unit, I would try and make it a little bit more medic-themed. It looks like a hospital threw up on a mannequin. Yeah. Looks like a pill. But not in a good way. Is this supposed to be a medic for robots/shells? I'm guessing that's the vibe? Color design is on point, but the overall designs are trash. Yeah, like, the color scheme is goated, but, like... the way they implemented it, I don't love. But mainly the design is just too safe to be a medic. It's so bland. What's more medic-themed? More... I don't know. Like, someone says that it has defibrillators. Make those more prominent. Maybe add more crosses. You can't do Red Cross because the Red Cross will gank you. IV bags, heart monitors, like there's a lot of machinery from hospitals that you could actually input into this design to make it feel more like something that's like medical coded, you know? What if he had like blue IV bags on his person to like give transfusions to the other shells, you know? What if his chest piece was like a heart monitor? Needles, injectors, surgical tools, scalpels, like forceps, anything like that. This doesn't really give medic to me. Like, if you don't want to do, like, the full doctor design, you don't want to do the lab coat, that's completely valid. This is sci-fi. You need something a little bit more creative, but you can take inspiration from, like, actual medical tools and equipment and just add that to the robot. Like, they're already using a pill holder on the back, so just build on that. There's defibrillators built in on his hands, but it's translated poorly. Yeah, like, make that shit beefier. If you want to go the repairman route, give him some tools. Yeah, give him some tools. A tool belt, a something, you know? Like, this should tell the story of how these robots fix themselves. If they need parts, like, add some arms, maybe he keeps, like, spare fingers, stuff like that, you know? Or do they work more like humans? Do they need blood transfusions, organs, like... Like, for example, have you guys ever seen, like, a laparoscopic, surgery robot? Nowadays, a lot of surgery is actually done via robotics. And you could have put like something like that on his shoulder, like the little hooks and like little baby lasers and incision makers. You can just add a lot of stuff like that. I don't know, for something that's meant to be like a robot, a medic for other like shells, it's really uninspired. I think I would have expected a lot more from this. Yeah, robotic surgery. Yeah, a lot of people, like Hubby, when he had his gallbladder taken out, all his surgery was done robotically. Damn, really? Yeah, like, add something like this, for example, to the character. Like this type of machinery. Did anybody watch the Knights of Guinevere pilot? That giant machine at the end of the episode? Add shit like that. Stuff like that is way more, like, for a shell medic than what they gave us. Like an automatic one of those arms where you can heal yourself, you can heal other units. Hell, Hunter x Hunter had a really interesting take on that with Neferpitu's Nen ability, that it was like a big surgeon thing with like a lot of little baby arms. Stuff like that. This is just really uninspired. The repair halo. Yeah, add a repair halo or some robotics, some machinery that can help fix other shells. Like, maybe he can pull a tray out of his chest that's just full of surgical tools. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff we could have done with this character that was not this. It's just very uninspired, chat. Meow.
Oh, Frau. It's Drama Team.
Thank you. Give it a massive bulge. That could also help. Don't diss the bulge, chat. If his main ability is that he has defibrillators on his hands, then the design had to make that super clear. That's completely lost in the sauce to me. I can't tell. Do the shells have anything down there? No. But yeah, like it's just missing a lot, I think. Cables, yeah, cables on the hand, something, I don't know. I think that is just missing a lot. Yeah. They just look like gloves, no wires or anything to convey that the hands are just knocked off. Yeah, give it something. The only different part is the plus minus on his hands, and that's weak.
The white things in the hips are repair drones.
I can't tell that they're repair drones, though, because they don't fucking show anything that might hint at them being repair drones. Thank you for the super. The polarity signs on the hands, not enough. You need more. Definitely need more. Alright, this next one is called Vandal. I'm expecting some sort of hooligan, okay? Give me a more punky aesthetic. Something pointy, I don't know. I want to see real dipshit hours. Yeah, actually. Okay, I see the hooligan energy. I see the real dipshit hours. Okay. I like that her hand splits apart and has like a gun. This one has gremlin energy, chat. I do like this. The girls are actually pretty well realized. I will say that much. I said pointy, they gave me pointy. Okay? I like the pointy. I like the weird pink skin. I like the cool sneakers. This one actually has some bombastic design elements, which I really appreciate. Great use of color as usual. Like the big rounds on the chest and like the big Xbox and the leotard, which is actually like part of our body. This one's giving weird artsy-fartsy music video, and I kind of really dig it. The face is great. The big headphones are a vibe. Pink gloves are really fun as well. I also really like the dangling jacket in the back. It gives it a bit more silhouette. Definitely more fun than most shells that we've seen so far. Vandal actually does feel like a hooligan. There is goblin energy here. The blue lipstick is so cunty. The blue lipstick is like super cunty. That scarf is actually like a second shirt. Yeah, it's like sleeves. Her bodysuit looks like overalls with no straps. Yeah, it's like stiff on the top. I like it. It's really funny because, like, the ones that I actually like have some form of clothing that makes them more visually interesting, and the other ones are just, like, naked dude with, like, a mocap suit with some accessories, you know? This one has a lot more. Like, I wonder what those pods are, like, what that little box she's holding is, why can her hands split apart? I like how spiky the hair is. Like, I just wonder what components she has that just make her such an interesting character. Like, you see this character and you know that it's trouble. She's gonna come for your wig. It's goblin coated. That's what you want. The girly pops in Marathon are actually pretty decent. I don't know what they're doing for the girly pops in Marathon, minus, like, Recon, which is also a girly pop, but that one's really, really boring. That, for the most part, they're pretty strong. Yeah, bonus points for the section of the leg being missing that I think you can, like, plug into something. Really fun sneakers. And again, great use of color, incredibly bold. She looks like she spray paints. She looks like she is the spray paint. Yeah, Recon is a girl, but that one was boring. Thief and Vandal are kind of like the only soft ones. I wonder why. I wonder if it's because woman. I think it's because they say more personally. Like, these character designs convey a lot more to me than the other ones. Like, this one's giving no nonsense, I'm here to steal your shit, I'm woman on a mission. And this one's giving, oh, I am the spray paint, let me spray paint down your fucking throat, bitch. Like, they're conveying personality. These characters are actually telling me something. Nothing. 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 What is that? You know? Like, Teal Ultron over here. Well, no. What's the other one? The other robot that Wanda fucking, bagged. But in a weirder color scheme. Vision. Yeah, it's like Vision, but with a really bad palette swap. But yeah, like, the girly pops, Vandal and Thief already convey a lot more, so this one's a lot better, I feel. Also, I think I've seen Vandal before in, like, some of the original trailers for, Marathon, so yeah, I'm not super unfamiliar with this one. Pretty fun character, I would say. This one is actually the one that I think fits the game's aesthetic and uses the game's aesthetic to its full potential.
The shell's probably so basic to sell skins TBH.
Except the skins so far have been recolors, though. Thank you. Most of the porn so far seems to be of this girl, with good reason.
The destroyer looked like bad cosplay Kamen Rider.
A little bit, yeah. It was just very generic. Thank you. Yeah, she's in the initial trailer. Yeah, she's like the OG Marathon character. Someone actually mentioned the trauma team from Cyberpunk, that those were, like, better medic design. Let's actually look at them and see if they're actually more sauce. Okay, yeah. The trauma team designs do a better job at, like, portraying, like, a more modern, futuristic take on what, like, fucking EMT workers would actually be than the medic unit in Marathon. Like, they look so much better. They have the scrub colors. They also look like a medical team. They have the pouches that probably have first aid supplies. Really, like, fun colors. Like, fucking almost PPE gear. It says trauma team on the chest, so you know exactly what their job is. And they also have, like, their asterisk that's not quite a cross, but you get what the feeling is, right? So, like, yeah, they look well-equipped. They actually have all the gear that they need. Yeah, this looks like a medical team. This looks like an emergency response worker, you know? But militarized, obviously, because it's Cyberpunk. Trauma will shoot you if you look poor, team. Yes, literally, that ass. They show up, shoot people, then save your life. If you have insurance. Emergency response, but only if you have insurance, mama. Otherwise, they'll just leave you to die. Okay, since this is the last one, let's finish that music video because she's in this. Empty. And, like, I like that the blood is blue.
If you want to see the factions, the intro videos are 9 minutes long in total.
Thank you.
For context, the color swap skins are basically given for free from the game's factions. The paid skins has a lot more going for them.
Okay, so there's actually more paid skins. I love this chick's face so much, Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, look how vibrant and bold the color work is for the world of Marathon. How are you a medic? The music video just shows people getting, like, ganked left and right, and then just coming back and trying again. Yeah, the ship is Marathon, I think. So many corpses! Because, like, yeah, the aesthetic is interesting, but a lot of the designs are just not that great.
Poker night at the inventory has heavy weapons guy playing poker with Strongbod, Tycho and Max, and he doesn't look out of place. Valve design is best design.
Valve does a pretty good job, thank you. And yeah, they have a bit more personality in, like, this music video and stuff, but, like, just standing still, it's, like, completely empty. The girly pops have more riz, though. In a way, the default skins require you to install the deluxe skins.
Paid skins are still recolors with minimal changes.
Somehow I would not be surprised if that was the case. Thank you. Like, I don't know why, but, like, there's a reason why the girly pops are showing the most in this video is because they have a lot more personality. And yet, these robots have more design than most people in this game. Maybe because the female shells actually have better faces. Yeah, no, they do. Give it time, Sony will make $30 skins and that change the art style. Could be. Like, Their art style isn't bad, and their aesthetic direction isn't bad either. I just think that they need to add a little bit more sauce to the designs. You haven't seen the actual characters in this game. That's a bad thing, though! The playable characters are the face of the game! That's what they should be anyway. Like, what are the actual characters in this game? How do I look those up? They played it too safe, way too safe. Doesn't matter how many skins you plan for, the base designs need to look good by themselves. I agree, yeah. Alright, we got the message. Let's see if we can't find the factions. That's like saying you haven't seen the Shopkeepers and Arc Raiders. We don't play the Shop Traders. Yeah. If this is safe, I demand risk. I think that risk is necessary at this point. Can I find a video that shows the factions or the actual characters? Because you guys can't just fucking drop shit like that and expect me not to fucking be curious. Go do shorts. Shorts! What is that?
We watch all of the deadliest runners. Destroy your own kind. Push yourself to...
Are these like the gods or the corpos or what? Okay, that also told me nothing, mind you, like... They're a little bit more visually interesting, for sure. Part of a death cult. It's like AI representatives for corpos, so groups interested in what's going on.
I'm glad someone mentioned Arc Raiders. BC, while that game's art style isn't exactly bombastic, the scrap tech aesthetic and robot designs are cool and interesting, and your character is customizable and third person.
Yeah, I think that, like, the first person thing kind of hurt them. I can't see any fucking factions, and this is impossible. Alright, final thoughts for Marathon, though, is... There is potential for the character designs, and if they add more heroes, I do genuinely hope that they take some more risks. Because I like the girly pops. Thief and Vandal are actually really, really good designs. I think that they make full use of Marathon's very unique aesthetics. They use that boldness to their advantage. But the other designs are incredibly generic, way too safe. I feel like they just slapped some fucking font design on them and called it a day, which I find very, very bland. Again, going back to it, I haven't played the game. I'm probably not gonna. I'm not a shooter person, and the game may or may not be good. I don't know. But from a character design perspective, they have a lot of potential that they're just not using. Right? So I'm not gonna say that the designs are bad. I think that they're safe. Way too safe. But they have the ability to make them not be that safe because the girly pops are actually goated. The girly pops, for the most part, minus Recon, look really interesting. So... if they have the chops to make characters that look this cool, then I do think that they could make more interesting units in the future. Because, like, this is very solid, and then the guy units are very mid. But, like, I want to know, which ones do you guys like, if any? Are you willing to give Marathon a shot? Do you prefer, like, the original? Would you have preferred if Bungie made, like, a single-player experience? Let me know in the comments. I need to know. And if you want to be... a fucking bomb.com fucking Vandal Goblin, go check out gsupps. It's delightful energy, also caffeine free, all them sugar free, cheapest energy drink on the market. Please stop going to buy Monsters, you're gonna shit yourself. Fucking gsupps is where it's fucking at, alright? Just remember to use code KINKIMATION at checkout for 10% off your entire order. And that's about it for this YouTube segment, I think. Like, I genuinely don't know what to think about Marathon. Like, it's so bland. It's so bland. I just wish that they did more with these characters, because there's, like, so much potential here that they're not using. If it's free, I might try it. It's not free. Marathon is actually, like, a premium game. You need to buy it. It's $40, yeah. Visually, it's bland. I don't give a rat's ass about its lore. From a character design perspective, it is bland. There's a reason I'm not talking about the writing, okay? I'm not playing the game, so I don't really know about the writing, nor do I care at this junction. I wanted to see the designs. Not as bad as Conquer, though. No, but I will say that High Guard had stronger designs than this, and High Guard shut down, so, like, damn. Buy it and risk being disappointed. Like, I thought about buying it so I could have a closer look, but I was like, I'm not spending $40 on a game I'm never gonna play, like... $40 with premium skins? What the fuck, Bungie? Yeah. But again, if it's not for you, it's not for you. And if the game is good, awesome. If the game is not good, whatever. Like, my main goal was to talk about the designs more than anything else.
This whole game feels mid, given what I've seen.
A little bit. I guess, like, again, it's really safe. The character designs are really safe. The environment design, not so much. I think that's really interesting. And the world building seems interesting as well, at least visually. But the characters are just so boring. Overwatch 1 used to cost 40. Used to, and then they switched it to free to play. I don't know why they did that. Speaking of which, I'm glad you guys liked the Overwatch video. Alright, some people were actually mentioning Arc Raiders as a direct comparison to this, and they said that Arc Raiders did, like, the shit much better. So let me watch a trailer and see if this tells me more than Marathon did. I don't know anything about this game, like, at all, but fuck nothing, so let's see it.
Doors are closing in 5.
Okay, so there's already something I like here, which is people speaking. Communication is essential to the human journey, alright? Like...
They said the world above had ended. But endings are only for those who forgot how to begin again.
Okay.
So you learn to listen, to move quiet, think fast. Be ready to change your mind.
Okay, so, like, for me, I like this already because the world feels alive. Marathon is, like, dead empty. I think it's part of, there's an actual reason for that, but, like, it feels like in Marathon, it's every man for themselves and they don't speak.
Up there, the roads are twisted. The rules are gone.
Hi!
But if you were brave enough to wander and seek, who knows what you might find.
Like, visually, this is not my style. At all. I prefer Marathon's aesthetic, actually. But this feels more alive to me. And their robot designs are already way more unique. Like, they feel like there's a lot more enemy variety and shit to do. Which I do appreciate. Yeah, this is a little bit too realistic for my take. I prefer more stylized games, you guys know this. But I do like how alive this world feels. I do appreciate that. And I do feel like there's generally something to fight for here. In Marathon, I didn't quite get what the deal was from the trailer. It was just kill each other, and that's it. Just so you guys know, I watched the actual trailer on the other Marathon video. Because, like, when the controversy first happened, I did take a brief look at the game, and yeah, we talked about it for a bit. Yeah, like, I don't love this, like, art style, but I do like how vibrant the world feels, if that makes sense.
Hey, look at this. They need ducks. Come on. Apollo ain't paying enough for this. That's why I was asking for a minigun.
And yeah, like, I'm not a shooty game person, chat, but I do think that the Arc Raiders trailer says a little bit more about the world than the Marathon one does. So in that sense, I do think it's better, because I kind of get what the deal is. With Marathon, I didn't really get what the deal was from the trailers, unfortunately. As someone who spends hours at work passing time listening to your character reviews, thank you for making your description text on visual. It makes your content enjoyable for audio only listeners. Oh, you're welcome. Like, again, I think I have to be descriptive if I'm, like, talking about what makes a design good, so... Or not. It is important to me. You know, I like that more. Those two guys at the end were just talking shit and laughing, more alive than Marathon felt. Yeah, like, the thing with Marathon, right, is that Marathon feels sterile. And I think that's by design, but at the same time... No banter between characters, nothing but just, like, fucking stabbing each other. It feels like, look, you, the player, this is what you're meant to be doing. There's no immersion for me in Marathon, even though I like the aesthetic for Marathon more. With Arc Raiders, I feel like I could easily get immersed in the story here because the world feels alive. You know? It's unfortunate that Marathon is an extraction shooter live service game. A premium live service game, because it costs like $40. Does Arc Raiders cost? It's also a premium, right? If I had to play a shooter game, which you guys know I'm not a fan of, I would probably buy Arc Raiders. It's also 40, yeah.
Still waiting on your design tutorial / book.
God, I want to make design content for you guys, don't get me wrong. I just don't know how to do it. Like, videos like that require substantially more planning than what I think I have time for. But thank you. I guess I'm a little, like, I don't know. Look at the cube. There's just, oh, you mean the movie? Yeah, the cube has weird visuals. I do agree. The water balloons call to you. No. Arc Raiders is also $40 and has a lot of more friendly community. Yeah, like, if I was gonna spend money on a shooter game, I don't really do shooters, but still, I think I would spend money on Arc Raiders because the world feels like, I like a good narrative, so if I can get, like, immersed in something, I'm always happy to do it. The game. Wait, the cube has a game? Maybe stream designing a character and explaining the process you go. I would like to teach you guys the theory, because if I just design a character in front of you guys, it's gonna feel like draw a circle and then draw the rest of the fucking owl, you know? Like, that's not what I want. I would like you guys to understand the fundamental principles you need to design a good character and then try it yourself. I would obviously design an example, but if you guys don't have the theory, it's gonna be really, really difficult to get out there on your own 2 feet and try it for yourself. That's something I notice in a lot of, like, art books and tutorial, especially, like, the how to draw manga ones, which is, like, this is how you draw a manga, and then they just draw a done character, pre-existing characters. Like, they don't explain to you how the manga faces and anatomy works or anything. They're just like, redraw this. And that's not the best way to learn. It's like, this is how to draw a cowgirl character in manga. Just put a hat on it. It's like, you'll only be able to draw that one cowgirl character from that one manga book. You need to kind of understand the principles of character design if you're going to actually try and design your own. Yeah, first the building books, then the practice. Yeah, because there is theory to all of this, by the way. Like, I know the theory because I've been doing it for a while now. Pokemusu was like a big part of that learning exercise for me. I didn't always have it, but now that I do, I try and use it as often as I possibly can because I feel like that gives you better results. Yeah. Warframe's iconic helmets are because the original artist could not draw faces. Yeah, like, they took a limitation and they worked around it and they just made everything better because of it. Like, that's another thing that you should try and do as a character designer. Is like, if creativity is born from limitations. The limitation of like, oh, fuck, we can't do faces that well back when Warframe came out, resulted in really
Stream
iconic
your
designs.
friends submit OCs for your review?
No. Trust me, y'all can't take that, okay? People get mad when I talk about character designs I don't like about games that they like. How the fuck do you think people are gonna react if I tell you I don't like an element of the OC design? People, I'm really sorry. I don't think I could ever do that because I just do not think people can take it. And then I'm gonna get called out on Twitter like I shat on fan designs, I like punched down. Like, yeah, we're not doing that. Believe me when I tell you that even professional artists struggle with criticism. I struggle with criticism sometimes, and I've been doing this for like almost a decade. Someone who's very new at designing characters, who's very, very proud of something, submits something to me to critique or review, and I don't like what they did, or I think that they didn't design it, that they could like improve the design. Dear God, tears. People would get really upset at me. I genuinely don't think that most people could take that. You would destroy all of our season protos. No, I would try not to. But even the most constructive criticism feels like a punch to the gut if it's coming from someone you admire. And I would have to expect, not to fucking get a big head here, that most people that want me to review their OCs admire my work and want my take on it. So yeah, we're not doing that. Fastest way to piss someone off, yeah. Yeah, Pete, those people do exist. It's really, really difficult because like even if I went in the most professional lens possible, which that's what I would try to do. If people have actually asked me to like revise their OCs in the past, and if I can do it, if I have time, I try and help and I try to be professional about it. But doing that live in front of an audience, it's just gonna feel like I'm calling someone out or embarrassing them, you know? Also, part of my content is entertainment, right? I'm not just teaching you guys how to do things. So if I crack a joke at the expense of someone's OCs, they're gonna get so pissed at me. What if they were masochistic about it? That's a different thing, but most people aren't. Public humiliation. But I think that people would feel like I was punching down. It would just not... It would not convey a positive message. Because some people are definitely going to get the wrong idea. There's fucking drama frogs and, like, clout farmers everywhere. People would try and paint me in a bad light, even if it wasn't a bad light at all. People don't take criticism well, especially artists. And especially artists that are just dipping their toe into something. Like, there's a lot of confidence that, like, you kind of, like, build up as you do this, you know?
Lily, I'm gonna tell you now. Half of us grew up when the internet and being roasted on the internet. Wherever you say it to us about our OC won't really affect us.
Yes, it will.
But it's ultimately your choice.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Sorry, not sorry. Yes, it will, believe me. Like, maybe not you in particular, but I have no way to know who the fuck is gonna get offended or not. So it's just better not to.
I was lucky enough to get a copy of Warframe's art book.
Ooh.
The amount of iterations that Minky, the original designer, went through to get to the final designs is amazing.
Oh, yeah, if you're, like, learning to design characters or you're trying to, like, nail something down, expect to go through a lot. Like, Lilygoth had, like, 12 designs before I settled on one. Thank you. Speaking of art books, they just announced the art of Gravity Falls, and I am fucking yuming to that shit immediately. I love the backgrounds. I really want it, like, desperately. I hope it's on Amazon. And I hope that they ship to Europe, because I desperately want it. If not, I'll order it to Mexico, and I'll have it shipped out. Any ships you like for Gravity Falls? Not really, no. The thing I liked about Gravity Falls was, like, the world building a lot. Twitter alone is looking for issues in anything and everything all day, every day. Yeah, it's just not worth it in the current fucking internet environment. Have you shown off or talked about the iterations before? I have. When I first debuted the character, I kind of showed off my design process for it. If you play the Pink Thing game, like the last build we did that's on my Patreon on the 20-euro tier, that one actually, if you finish the comic, you will end up in Lily's room. And it has concept art in certain parts of it. So, like, yeah, you can definitely check that out there.
How about a stream where we submit characters from other properties for a week?
That one's more doable, but you guys would have to get me high-quality images. Also, please, for the love of all that is holy, I love you guys. But, like, when we did the woods, some people submitted actual not safe for work. Like, I'm not opposed to that idea. I just want, like, good quality images and no booba, please. Oh my god, really? Yeah. That's where the term goonacity came from, because, like, we were going over the images for the New Year's stream for, like, the woods segment, and Hubby started losing his shit, and he showed me, like, an actual, like, naked character with tits out, and I was like, the absolute goonacity to send me full-on not safe for work on something that I'm going to look at on a stream. I'm not gonna get banned for this. It wasn't even the Mega Starmie. I'm not surprised with that at all. Yeah, like, it made me laugh because I did say I was gonna look at them on stream. And that's where the word goonacity came from. Yeah, that was the debut of goonacity as a term. I still use it. That is where it came from, and I made up that term. I fucking take full credit for it, mama. Maybe they thought you would crop it? No! You told me to go to super hell during that stream. I told a lot of people that they would see the fiery depths, okay? Like... It was fun, though. I like the New Year's streams. I feel like you came up with one of the gacha reviews thing. No, I came up with it on that stream in particular because I told it to Hubby and he lost his shit. And I was like, yeah, actually, that's a funny term. I'm going to use that. I use it for gacha designs that are super goony now, but, like, the inception of the term goonacity came from that one stream when we were going through the images that people submitted. The Catgirl stream had foxes in it. Yeah, the Catgirl stream, some people didn't fucking get the memo. So, like, Brown does too? Yes. The goonacity. LMAO, I haven't heard that one before. Because I made it up, you're welcome. I hope that, like, it gets, like, added to internet lexicon. I want to hear more people using it. Wave through in Colombo, yeah. We're not the best at listening. It's okay, I love my things. I love my community. Even though you guys are, like, real degens, but you know what? I appreciate you and I love you. We lost our hearing aids. It's okay, I can yell real loud. Did you ever do, like, a tag tier list? I did one with Opalu, but we didn't make it a full video. I use Caucasity so much nowadays, thanks to you. Caucasity, I did not come up with that one. That one I heard somewhere, and then I used it for, like, James. Because it's perfect for him.
Studying at King Commission University.
I am a connoisseur of the goon. Yes, I am. Thank you. Love the Tekken videos, by the way. Oh my god, thank you. I'm really glad that you guys like the Tekken video so much, and, like, holy shit, the Warhammer video. I'm surprised that many people liked me just reacting to lore. Like, it was very fun, though. Because I get the fantasy now. Like, boys, like, it's actually weirdly wholesome. Enjoy yourselves. So I really like that one, and, like, again, a lot of people also like the Overwatch one. Like, I like poking fandoms with sticks. You guys know this about me. Isn't Caucasity from the Snapcube fandom of Sonic 06? I hope so, because, like, it's one of the funniest things I've ever heard. How is 40K wholesome? Like, 40K itself is not wholesome, but the idea of the boys sitting together with their miniatures and living out adventures and pantomiming grand battles where they fall gloriously on the field of war with, like, their stick on the beach. Like, I think that's pretty sweet in a weird way, because, like, it's It's like you're living out your ultimate male fantasy. I think it's nice. So D&D game, yeah, but like for the boys. And this is a case where like girly pops, we can get into Warhammer, but we should not try to change Warhammer. I'm sorry, Warhammer is for the boys. We should not try and make it for the girls. Let the guys have their thing. Well, obviously, like, if we like the hobby, we'll get into it. We'll paint some miniatures, we'll play. But, like, we should not change the hobby to make it more girl-friendly. I don't think it needs to be. We have so many things already. Like, let Warhammer be for the boys who can invite the girls, but do not change it. They've already changed it enough. I don't think they have from what I've seen so far. But, like, I think that the boys should be allowed to have their thing. Not everything needs to cater to both. You know? Sisters of Battle. Sisters of Battle I like, though. But Sisters of Battle can still be very much for the boys as well. It's perfectly fine to join a hobby, but people complain about getting gatekept when they actively try to change the hobby. Don't try and change the hobby. Like, look, Warhammer is for the boys. It's designed for the boys. The boys can be welcoming to the girls, but don't expect the hobby to change for us because it was not meant for us. It's different than gaming. Gaming is such a wide spectrum, and there's so many types of games out there. Then, yeah, some gaming things do need to change to include more types of people. But Warhammer? Nah, mama. Like, that shit's for the men? And you know what? I would be happy to be invited to the party and live out your guy fantasy with you, because I think that's actually really fun. You would be a Slanesh player for sure. Oh, yeah. It's fairly girl-friendly if you know where to look. Would be nice to see some more femme factions. Right now there's like Sisters of Battle, Sisters of Silence. Yeah, it's nice to add femme factions, but don't change the overall lore or gameplay to like suit both because you're just gonna make the OG fans unhappy. Yeah, design for boys, girls are invited. Like, I want to paint miniatures. I would make them pink with rhinestones, but that's allowed. We got canceled. What? Like, it's the faction that fits me. I'm sorry. It's hedonism to the extreme. I would play, like, what were those, like, super, like, glam characters? Like, fucking, like, fantabulous Cenobite type of energy. I like those. The Emperor's Children? Those were funny. Or, like, can you play as the Orc faction? Because I love them. There's nothing quite like rewriting reality because you're that fucking dumb. Denial is a river in Egypt. Yes, of course. If I can play as the orcs, I'm gonna make pink ones. If I paint a purple one, it's just gonna disappear. Orcs are huge. Oh, good. That gives me more surface area. I would be so, like... I would be so intimidated to paint a figure on stream because, like, what if I biff it? What if, like, I don't thin my paints properly and then my thing looks lumpy? What if I don't assemble the figure properly and I glue my fingers together? That's part of it. Oh, no. You're like, that's part of the experience, Lily. It's like a rite of passage, a canon event. But, like, I think I would use the plastic glue that doesn't get stuck on your fingers. Like, now that I've seen a little bit of how you put the figures and miniatures together, I think that, like, the one that just melts the plastic together is better. But, like, I'm not going anywhere near an X-Acto knife. I have stupid fingers. I would, like, bleed everywhere. It's better if I just sand them down. You just remove the paint and try again. Can you do that without ruining the miniature? It used to be much harder. The OG models were made of metal. Oh, no wonder they were so expensive. How do you have stupid fingers? You draw every day. Like, I draw every day and I can sew, but that doesn't mean I didn't stab myself ever. Like, I'm very, like, good with my hands, but until I learn how to do something, I'm kind of clumsy about it. You can get, like, spruce snips, like, tiny scissors. Yeah, drawing is not the same as modeling. Like, if you ask me to make a sculpture, I might struggle with that a little. Different skill sets. It takes years to unlearn the clutch gene. Guys, hubby has seen me trip over, like, my own feet. He's literally asked me, how are you alive? On more than one occasion, okay? Your dexterity strat should be in the stratosphere. It's really not. Like, I am one of the clumsiest people you're ever gonna meet. I think it's because of, like, the slight ADHD that I have that, like, spatial awareness is not my friend.
You can also 3D print models, so you don't have to pay Games Workshop's exorbitant prices.
But, like, here's the thing, though. I want to try at least one. Like, I know where my fucking Warhammer shop is on the island. I'm gonna go. Like, I told hubby, can I paint one? And he got excited. Like, we're gonna go. He wants to film it, but do they let... I don't know if they let you film in stores here. He wants to, like, actually, like, document the process of, like, getting, like, my first kit. Maybe I'll order the paints on Amazon so I don't have to get the Citadel ones, because those are really pricey. See if they have, like, the free monthly mini. If they're private-owned shops, it's forbidden. Yeah, no, you can't use 3D models in tournaments, yeah. They changed the name from Citadel to Warhammer Paints. Really? Because there's still Citadel on the website. Love a stream of me going through, like, the Warhammer web store and looking at all the armies. We looked a little bit at some figures when I did, like, the lore video. The girl faction I actually want to look at is the Sisters of Battle, because I've been told that that one's cool, but, like, I also want to put rhinestones on an orc, though. I want to make a girly pop Warhammer. I've seen a lot of really good ones. I've deadass seen girly pop Warhammer, and they're really talented. You can do both. Yeah. I need to get, like, the teeny tiny baby brushes, though. I think that those would be really good. I've seen the Hello Kitty knife. I've seen some real fucking girly pop-tastic stuff. People do crazy shit to minis, actually. Oh! I saw, like, Bricky's, like, What is Warhammer video, which was decently extensive. I've been playing Pocopian, it's so cute. I'm glad you like it. I'm not gonna get it myself, but I'm glad that people like it. I've seen people having a lot of fun with it. That's great. Rhinestones are the sort of stuff that we already use for, like, certain extra details. Really? I've seen McDonald's themed orcs. No, I want that. No, I love that. Mickey D's orcs? That's a surprise. I was hoping that you'd go with Slanesh. Like, yes and no, because I think orcs are really funny. Orc Donalds? Yeah, Orc Donalds. I've seen folk use nail art beads for, like, rivets and other gems. Yeah, because, like, tiny rhinestones are probably really good for, like, gems. I could also try the Fantasy Warhammer, because I think that might be more my speed. We could probably do a faction review. Yeah, Bricky has more videos. Orcs are great for kit bashing. They have a vampire faction, Lily. Ooh! Oh, hubby just told me they're ugly. Never mind.
Warhammer Old World was really fun.
Thank you so much for the sub, Bigfoot. Yeah, like, I mean, I had fun with the video, so definitely interested in dipping my toe in again. Both settings have vipers, but they're not pretty! We found a Hello Kitty orc. I put it in the React channel. Oh. Ew, hubby should show me. No, I don't like them. No, they're not pretty, chat. No, they're like fugly elves. They're like the elves from Oblivion. No. Wah. Ah, the vampire lords. No, they literally look like the elves from Oblivion. What is that? Like Nosferatu has teeth, chat. That's like buck teeth. Those aren't even fangs. They look cool stuff being a coward. No. Blood angels are the better vampires. Are those pretty? If they're not pretty, I'm gonna ban your asses. Blood angels. How the fuck is that a pretty vampire? A million years dungeon for the entire chat.
What's funny about making orcs minis? Someone ran out of parts, but they used a Warhammer paint bottle, turned it upside down and put orc parts on it, and it was actually legal to use in a tourney.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, orcs are made from anything.
How is this a pretty vampire? Fucking dungeon for the entire stream, you lied to me. That's just a red space marine. Search Sanguinus. You're Venus. Look at their Primarch Sanguinis. Why are you telling me to look at people's Sanguinis? Why are you guys telling me to look at people's Sanguinis? That's inappropriate. Lily, what? Thank you for the super, by the way. He's the pretty vampire. Is he, or are you guys lying to me? Look at Sanguini's weenus. I mean, he's pretty, but he doesn't look like he'd be into pussy. Like, there's a vibe. Would you drink Lady Demetrius' Sanguinus Virginus? You mean her wine? Yes. Like, he's so pretty, yeah, but like, he does not at all look like he'd be into pussy, chat. Of course you'd say that. Energy! He's a vampire Jesus, basically. Yeah, but I love the design. The wings are fucking bomb.com. Wait, is that like the type of things that people use like rhinestones and other stuff for like the minis to like decorate them? That or a lot of resin. That's really nice work. Could work. Yeah, I could use rhinestones for this. You know what it translates to? Blood penis. Venus. Space Marines have no need for 40k creation. Apparently you have to submit forms and shit if you want to fuck in the 40k universe. That seems so boring. When the only thing you have to do is stick it in, why do I have to do paperwork? Why do I have to do paperwork for like 15 minutes of fun time? Like, with how fucking edgy the universe is, I'm surprised there's not grape everywhere like in Game of Thrones. Like, Slanesh is like the worst one, I think, but like, the universe for 40k is like giga edgy. Overpopulation. What, we can't use condoms? Did we run out of latex in Warhammer? Slanesh senses sex immediately. Does she like beeline for that shit? It's edgy to the point of being hilarious. I know! That's why I like the lads' fantasy, and I think that they should keep doing it.
When he was killed by Horus, there was a psychic backlash that can manifest in the Blood Angels as the Black Rage, where they believe they are him fighting Horus. There is no cure.
Oh, damn. So we have, like, actual fucking psychic damage disease. Thank you.
Salamander's Primarch is way hotter.
Oh, what's their name? Thank you. The Elder got so degenerate that they spawned the new Chaos God. I know, and they broke everything.
Because that is 15 minutes that you are not working for the Emperor.
The Emperor is a husk, though! The Emperor is like, oh, it's Vulcan. Hello, Vulcan. The Emperor is like such a husk, though. I do like Vulcan's design. I think that, like, it's cool that he's like kind of ashy gray and weird. People absolutely do the do in 40k. Slanesh just kind of gets empowered by anything, so there's no point in not getting it on. Yeah, just fuck. You need to pray for the Emperor to protect you from Slanesh before getting it on. But he's like a husk. He's like dying. He's also the friendliest Primarch. No one is friendly in 40k. Everybody's a terrible person. That's why if you die heroically on the battlefield, it doesn't matter. Because everybody was kind of like terrible. All right, things. That's what I'm going to call it today, though. Thanks so much for joining me tonight to talk a little bit about Marathon and just, like, shoot the shit for a bit. I will see you tomorrow for another Marvel Rivals review. How we haven't had one in a hot minute. The Salamanders are the only legend that will go above and beyond to save a child and their families. Oh, good. So, yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Go drink some water, get some gsupps, use my code, and I will see you all soon, all right? Bye, love you, bye!